This is a quick video on reaching out and introducing yourself to property management companies. Now, this blog is geared for commercial cleaning, janitorial, commercial carpet and tile operator. And what we are trying to do is introduce our services to a commercial landlord, multi-tenant, commercial property manager. So this isn't for like apartments. This is more geared towards the commercial market. And what where we started is with a headline. And one thing that prospects like is to hear that you specialize in their industry. You understand their needs, their specific needs, their specific problems. You understand their payment terms, just the whole workflow. There's not going to be any surprises. So that's why with this headline, we right away we let them know that, hey, last year we signed up 5 other property managers. It makes people feel comfortable that you understand their needs, and that's why we went right into it on the first headline. From here, we are just going to go into a soft selling. This is a good place to add your picture, add if you're the salesperson, add a picture of your office manager, and then we can go into a very soft introduction, our name, our company. We want to let them know that we're here to help them, and we're not doing a hardcore, sales close. We just want to help them. We just want to introduce ourselves. And here we just go, the next paragraph, we just go into reason for this email, and then specifically we point out something. We point out, there's coffee spills. Often in these multi-tenant buildings, you'll see that it's really worn looking in the high traffic areas, by the restrooms. That these are the areas that you see, and you want to point that out because this proves that you understand their needs, that you do clean other buildings like theirs, and you know exactly what happens all the time. So that's the purpose of pointing this out right here. Next, we want to connect with them. We really want an estimate, but at this stage, they might not be ready for an estimate, especially a larger company. Sometimes it can take a while to get your foot in the door in a larger company. And that's why at this stage, we just want to connect with them. Connect's a great word because it's vague. So connect can mean connect on social media. It can mean stop by. It can mean a phone call. It can mean a lot of different things. So that's why using the word connect can be a great word nowadays. And more importantly, we want to connect with them, but we want to learn more about their situation. You can really put people on the defensive if you just go right into it and act like you know what their problem is and you know how to solve it. It's a lot better to start off this way and say, well, we just want to connect with you and learn about your situation, and then we can provide you with a solution. If you just go right into, I seen your building the other day, and that can put people off a little bit. That can make people feel defensive, or put people on the defensive. So that's why we're starting off with this approach. Then of course, name, company name. Down here we created a call to action, and we actually went with 2 different calls to action because we don't know where they are yet on the sales funnel. So we're gonna take a couple shots and see which one works for them. And this first one is let's connect on LinkedIn. Then this would be a link where they click on it, they end up on your LinkedIn page, and they can see some of your posts. Hopefully you'll add some more information about you, your company, have maybe 5 or 10 different posts on industry related information, that they might be interested in. And then the bottom call to action is we are trying to plant the seed for a program right here. 97% of customers recommend adding spot cleaning with every service, and to find out why. And this then will take them to a page to find out why. And what we're really trying to do here is plant the seed that we want to sell them a program. That's the whole point of this. It can be tough if a building is, say, 50,000 square feet, to just go in there and give them an estimate for 10 or 15 grand. Most of them would choke on seeing an invoice for that amount of money. So a great way to deal with property managers then is to set up a routine where you clean, say, 10,000 square feet a quarter or 5,000 square feet a month. It all depends on what their budget is, but you would clean a section every month, every quarter, and then we would spot clean the other areas. This way the building looks clean throughout to an end user. When the tenants are walking around, the building looks clean, but it's still cost effective, and it's very cost effective to the property manager, but we still maintain our margins. That's the key here. We don't want to give up our profit margins. We want to keep them, and that's the whole purpose of this type of call to action. This is where we want to get people to. This is kind of the whole point of this. All this other stuff is leading down to this. This is where we want to get them to, is where we can give them an estimate and we can explain to them how we have very cost-effective programs for them. Now that doesn't mean cheap and doesn't mean low price, because we're just cleaning a section in every month, and then we're going to go and spot clean the other areas, and we can maintain our margin. If your margin is 70%, well, your margin's 70%. It doesn't, and it doesn't really matter. You're just going to clean a section on a rotation. So this is just a quick video on an email template that you can use. This is part of our platform, and I just wanted to go over an idea on how to introduce yourself to property management companies.